We are getting ready for tryouts, and my 9-year-old child is trying out for two different clubs. This will be our first time in travel soccer. What are some key questions for me to ask of the club or coach to help us make a decision to which club to join if he makes both of the clubs? Any ideas there, Kevin? Questions to ask coaches and clubs as you're considering a new club for your child.
Yeah, sure. I mean, if a parent came to me asking me that, I think the main thing, especially the first time in travel soccer, is to make sure they ask the club or coach what is their philosophy at their club, because every parent is different, every child is different, and clubs are different too. So as Felicity and I were talking about the competitiveness of clubs, and what are their values? Is it just to create, highly competitive players, or is it more about the holistic experience and creating good humans? And I think that will dictate kind of where you go. But I would also think about they're 9 years old. Do you have to, where are those two clubs in relation to where you are, and do you need to spend, you know, hours in the car just to be on this travel team? So take your time, and do what you think is right as a parent.
Yeah, I mean, I think that's a really important consideration, like quality of life and making a family decision around how much time we want to be spending in the car. I know you're in the Atlanta area. That would be really relevant. It could be a long commute. Felicity, anything to add in there?
I think it's important also to ask the club if they invest in their coaches, and if there's staff training, if they help pay for licenses, because it's kind of not something that comes to parents initially, but I do think it's important. If clubs value their coaches enough to invest in them, that really tells you a lot about that club.
Yeah, yeah. I was on a thread in a soccer parent Facebook group the other day, and a parent had written a sample and put it into the group and said, how is this letter requesting information about tryouts? And the parent was also requesting if their child and they could come and watch a practice for the potential team they would be trying out for. I think that's a great idea, just to get a sense of interactions, how the team gets along, those types of things. What do you all think about that?
Yeah, I agree. You know, Different coaches are different people.
Yeah.
And I would also make sure that coach is going to be on the team next year, because it could change.
Exactly. Yeah, there's so many nuances to that for sure. And the parent had asked originally if they could come and try out, like practice with a team. And I know that some leagues will have a hard no, that is not allowed, but hopefully a club would be open to observing. But yeah, key question to ask is, will that coach be coaching the team next year? Or who will be the coach of that team next year? So you have some understanding around that.